Hey guys, this is Fergal from Poker VIP. Welcome back to part 2 of our new video series over on CoinPoker, the new up-and-coming cryptocurrency website, poker website should I say. We've picked up right where we left off. Literally, I just click, stopped recording, started recording straight away. We have to call down here. I mean, this guy's lead is kind of scary to be perfectly honest, but we're certainly not folding queen, ace queen here. That sucks. That sucks. I mean, I wasn't thrilled with his lead at all into that many people, but into 3 people. But I think ace queen is just too strong to be folding there. We're gonna defend the jack 9 to the 3-bet. Is this gonna be us? Let's win a flip. Let's win the flip. Oh, nice. On the river like a champion. That's how to do it. Barry Greenstein, ladies and gentlemen. Jack 9 here, a little bit of a frivolous 3-bet defend here, but I mean, I'm okay with it. We just call down here now pretty easily. We ship it, and we're up to about 15k over on the right table. The right table is the money maker. This is the 50k guaranteed one. So the one on the left is a 2k chip guarantee. So while we would like to do well in it, the payouts possible on the right table are far greater. The prizes aren't going to be announced until late reg closes, but I had a look at it before the tournament started, and like the current winner then before I'm folding by mistake here. The winner around then was due to take in, I think it was around about 10,000 chips, which is like, worth a fairly chunky amount. Like it's worth these are not they're not insignificant prizes at all. Now the only problem is there's obviously a hell of a lot more people to get through in the 50k, but not like that many more because it's a free roll. I mean, everyone's just going to be buying into most things anyway. Now people will kind of make the effort more to be online for the 50kers, but in general though, you'll have I've noticed like in general the average numbers have ranged about 300 to 400 for the standard free rolls throughout, and in the 50k here we have at the moment just over 800. Now late reg is still open, so that number will go up a little bit more, but you get the idea. Like the numbers aren't enormous, and given the types of money that's up for grabs, it's it's incredible value. It's well worth getting in on. I should have raised the king 7 here. I didn't actually realize the big blind is sitting out. This is a pretty easy raise, and if this guy doesn't open, he obviously has no clue. Oh, you can just call in the instant fold. I didn't know that. Okay, that's good to know. Anytime I've been in that situation, I've always been raising, but if you're able to get away with just a call instead, it means just if you have like a complete trash hand and they sit back in just before that you raise, you just save yourself a little bit of chips. So I will keep that in mind for the future, and we will continue on our endeavors to chip up. So we're up a decent enough amount in the jack 7 here, blind versus blind. Alright, we're gonna go for it. We're going to go for it. We don't have that many big blinds. They go up really, really quickly as well, which for free rolls is exactly what you want. You do not want to have to sit through a free roll that lasts forever. So anything that's marginally, that could potentially be plus chippy fee, I'm going to be taking those edges. That jack 7 is probably a little bit thin, but I'm okay with it. Blinds have gone up again here, so we're down to what, 12, 13 bigs. Queen, a suited good queen on the button is more than enough to be all in, and that's put us up to over 6k. We like it. We like it. 4-6. Even without this guy being all in, I was still gonna fold. Just a little bit too weak. But no matter what, this hand will get... I think that the short stacks, when they get all in, it does go to showdown. I know in some sites they will have a situation where it'll their hand just gets auto-mutt, but when they're all in, it'll go to showdown regardless. So in theory, you can sit out and manage to just kind of hang on by winning your all-ins consistently. But obviously, you're not all that likely to do so. And I've just gotten confirmation there. I'm pretty sure, sorry, not confirmation, but I'm just looking through the lobby and I'm almost sure these Ethereum tournaments will be running every day. They haven't been added in for tomorrow just yet, but, oh, sorry, there's one at midnight. That's a smaller one, but I'm almost positive that they are an everyday thing for up until the end of 2017. So for the next kind of, I'm recording this on the 20th. So for the next kind of 11 to 12 days, something like that, I think. And then possibly into the new year. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I'm almost sure they run for the duration of the rest of the year. Okay, not the flop that we wanted to see with the ace-king, but we managed to get the hold, and we get the double with the ace and the king. So we are up to just over 12k. We accept. We accepted graciously. We're going to be raising very, very wide. This guy so far has seemed like he's been playing quite snug. So instant, just as I say, the second I say it, snaps it back in my face. All right, even getting that disgustingly good price because he's been playing quite snug and we have that trashy a hand. I'm just gonna give it up and let him have it. Like, we're getting 3-1, so you know we should be calling there a lot. But given how tight he's been, I just think we're going to be in a lot of trouble. So that was a pure steal. I mean, if he calls, obviously we've got some equity, but when he does 3-bet, unless it was like an exact min 3-bet, we're pretty much just folding against this particular player. So very good all round. We've over doubled on the 2K and we are 1.5 extra starting stack on the right on the 50K. So far so good. Still some work to be doing though, of course. As I said, still some work to be doing. So we're going to be playing through for maybe another maybe 9 minutes thereabouts. If I manage to bink myself a final table or something like that, I might fire up a secret bonus video. We'll see. So we open up the Queen 9. We get a flat caller. We're going to check this flop back. And we are going to wager on the king. We pick up some equity. We pick up the gut shot. But more so, people just tend to believe... I'm going to finish that thought now in just a minute. People just tend to believe you a little bit more with the turn c-bets. So when the king rolls off, we just really credibly rep the king when we fire after we've checked back, because people kind of get it. People know that you're c-betting flops quite wide. I mean, this guy clicks it back on us, which is really tilting. And even getting the price we're getting, we still can't call here. But as I said, in general, people do tend to believe your turns delayed c-bets a little bit more because you've checked back the flops. You've shown you're not just betting on everything, and that king, it does connect reasonably well with our check back range as well. And as I said, it just makes sense. Our line fits. If he's in any way a thinking player, he'll like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. He can have a king. When he does click it back on us like that, I mean, I've kind of struggled to put him on a range there, but I would expect him to be quite strong. I don't really envision him doing that as a bluff very often at all. Maybe we could have called there, actually, given that I expect to stack him on pretty much every single time we hit our gut shot. I don't imagine he's got flush draws, so we should have 4 clean outs, and as I said, I expect to stack him on that. So yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking out a little bit more, that probably was a call, but hey, live and learn. Live and learn. Because we were getting, like, what was it, like 1,300 into, like, 6K or something like that, so we were getting a very good price anyway. And obviously, we have our implied odds for the remainder, for the rest of the 8K as well, if we do manage to bink. Pocket fours, I think this is going to be all she wrote if we're beat here. I don't envision us doing anything here but jamming for 16 bigs. And with the 5 deuce, we're just going to check and take a flop. So we're flipping versus the ace 8. He flops 2 the pairs that he needs, and we do not get there. So we're out of 1 tournament. We're okay with that though. We lose a flip, not the end of the world by any stretch. What I am going to do is fire up a cash table. So we're going to play some 1-1, so we're in for 100 chippies. With our 5 deuce here, I think we're just going to take our showdown. I mean, I would have much rather he just checked. I don't think we can call here because he can definitely be value betting a 9. The only thing I'm wondering about is whether we should turn our hand into a bluff here. Because, I mean, he's never that strong. Unless he has a hand like, say, 5-9, which is very... I time out anyway. I was considering making a play at that. I'm not convinced how good it is. As I said, it's one of those spots where I'm not going to be overly upset that I didn't get a chance to make the play. But I think it would have been a pretty decent spot. It just looks like he's going for thin value and will struggle to do too much. So we flop top set with 6s, which is pretty hard to do. That's not an ideal turn. I mean, I don't expect him that many 3x, but... we're just going to bet ourselves here for value. That was a bit of a strange hand. Probably played that a little bit too passively. I guess when he chooses that sizing on the turn, it's just kind of an annoying spot. I think we can probably raise that size, but... we're just going to end up owning ourselves when he does happen to have the 3. If he had raised the river, by the way, I was going to fold. I don't expect him to raise there that often, and I do think he can have some hands that call. He can have some kind of King X, especially with the diamonds. So he's going to hit the top pair. He can, and any pair might just want the heroes down there and just kind of put us on the flush draw. That's entirely possible as well. So that was the kind of the rhyme and reason there behind it. Okay, we're gonna fire one and done here. Half pot should do the trick, and we take it down. So binked our way up to 22.7k. We accept. We accept. And over here we should be dealt in the next hand now here. So we'll have the cash game grind on the go as well. And this is the first time I'll have played cash. I played on the last video series. This is before they had any of the actual chips and currency, so it was entirely play money before. So I played a little bit of play money Omaha, but now we are going strong with the Hold'em. 6 max Hold'em, no less, my specialty. 6 max Hold'em makes up, I'd say, 95% plus of my play. Tournaments make up the other 5%, and Omaha just doesn't really factor in. So I'm not a very good Omaha player, but I've got pretty good card sense all around. So I'm not a complete fool either. I'm just not very good. Although my cash in my major cash in the free roll so far did come in an Omaha tournament, to be fair. The reason being, when you just have players playing free rolls that have never played Omaha, even if I'm not good enough to beat any sort of reasonable stake, I'm still good enough to beat people who just play it for free, right? That's the way I look at it. Alright, we have a king and a queen on the cash table. We will probably be playing this hand. We shall see how we play it next. So we're going to 3-bet over and open here. He makes it 2, we make it 8. Big blind comes or sticks around. We don't really want to see this guy come back over the top. We don't mind a call too much. We don't really like this flop though, not very good at all. We're going to start this off with the checkaroonie. We pick up a gut shot, and we have overs. I mean, we're not really planning on check folding here, so we're going to wager here, hope no one has the jack and just lets us take it down. Let's just hope for the 10. We would have accepted a king or a queen as well. I think we do win, especially with the king quite frequently. He can have some 10x though, that's the problem. So a king would have been great, a 10 would have been great. A queen, not so much. Folds obviously would have been the dream. Folds would have been the dream. Actually, no, I won't rebuy into this just yet. Actually, no, so yes, I will. Alright, this is a flop that we are going to wager. 2/3 seems fine to me. So this is a flop that we probably oversee bet. I mean, if we're betting 9-10 off here with no backdoors, we are oversee betting. But it's just too good a board for us to rep, so oversee betting, I'm perfectly fine with doing so. We're back up to our 100 chippies because we are auto rebuying. We let go the jack and the tray. So we're going to be coming to the end of the video now pretty shortly. I'll continue playing off stream, and as I said, if I bink up final table or something like that, I might fire another video back up again as a special bonus. So as I said, the idea of this was to show off the software itself and really just to display the level of value that you can get with the tournaments, so with the free rolls that they have on offer. So I hope I have done so. If anyone has any questions, queries, comments about the workings of the site, anything at all like that, feel free to fire them into the chat, into, you know, Poker VIP, over on YouTube, anything like that. I do my best to monitor the comment sections. I'll do my best to get back to you within a timely manner. And as I said, I'm just hooked on this site, I have to say. I really can't wait to play a little bit more. We're just gonna call here. I don't think I don't think we've got too much fold equity 3-bets, so I'm just gonna call and play it for its set value. And we've actually just launched another tournament up and running here now. That's kind of thrown my... I'll tell you what, I'm just going to close that down here now. For now, I'll load it back up in a minute. That's thrown out my my grid scheme. But yeah, so that's as I said, these tournaments, they start every half hour. So I've just registered for most of them. So you have tournaments just kind of constantly popping up throughout the day. If you're doing well in one, you'll still be there when the other one pops up, and so on and so forth. So as I was saying, any questions, queries, comments, fire them into the chat. We're going to play this 10s hand, and then we're going to round out the video. And the last hand here will be ace deuce. We're going to fold. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I have appreciated it. And as I said, this is going to be our last hand of the day here now. We flopped the set for it as well. How beautiful. How beautiful. Perfect. Let's just if we could just stack this guy, that'd be amazing. Or if we could double through him, should I say. We don't. But anyway, it's been fun, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. This has been Fergal from Poker VIP. I will chat to you all very soon. Take care.